Do what?
Do you do a hey everyone, we're starting?
I haven't. I could real quick.
One, two.
All right.
No, it's not coming up that way.
Do, do, do.
I won't get to it. Yeah, I got it. Here's the group.
Hi, Trudy. You're muted. Auto mute on entry, which is always a good thing.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hi, is that Edward?
Yeah. How are you, Cynthia?
Nice to meet you. I'm good.
There we go. Just getting cranked up here.
Awesome.
My better half, Dee Marie, is coming in here in a moment. In fact, let's see. Here comes. Da, 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 da. Welcome, Patty.
Let's see, getting on audio and video.
Oh, there's Patty. Hi,
Hi,
Patty.
how are you?
Doing
This
well.
is
How are you?
Ken and Patty.
All right. And here comes Dee Marie,
Eventually.
we think. It takes a minute after you approve or to say admit. It takes a minute for them to come in. So,
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting like that.
oh, hey, it's no big deal. It's we've done it on several cruises. I have a Zoom account, so why not? Lets people get to say hi to each other and learn some things. We're looking forward to it, Dee Marie and I, because we this is our first Holland America. We've done a lot of other cruises, but never Holland America.
You'll enjoy it.
Well, I think so. I mean, we're the right age group, I think. So, it's uh, there are no roller coasters, which is perfect for us.
No, definitely not a roller coaster ship.
Or a three-story slide type ship.
I got to admit, the one time I did the wave runner thing where you're supposed to be able to surf on the ship on Royal Caribbean, this is a long time ago. I did enjoy it. I was able to get to my knees, but I don't think I would ever do it again. So,
At least you tried it.
so my new husband is entertaining his son. We just got back from our vacation of camping for the last 2 weeks. So, this is our last day with him. So he's spending time with him.
So you got through with vacation, so you can take another vacation.
Exactly. It was kind of a working vacation. So, just super briefly, my husband and I are in a graduate certificate program for experimental archaeology and material culture. So, um, I've been working on my final project all day. He's been goofing off with his son. But we went to what's called Penzic War for the last 2 weeks. If you've ever heard of the Society for Creative Anachronism, it's a it's considered the largest LARPing group in the United States. So you go there, you get medieval. So we were teaching classes. So we were teaching experimental archaeology, and I taught illumination and beginner embroidery and beginner lucite classes. And he was teaching bone carving, horn carving, and chip carving.
That's amazing. I had no idea what you were talking about most of the time, but it sounds cool.
We'll sit down and have a drink and I'll explain.
I have to ask, what is LARPing?
It's an acronym. It's for live action role playing. So, the SCA, the Society for Creative Anachronism, is called the medieval period as it was meant to be. So a lot of people all have to dress up in medieval period clothing, and then they basically go about their daily day. And there's a battles going on the battlefield for those that want to do the martial side, and I do the arts and sciences and service, and yeah. So
Sounds like fun.
So where was that at?
Yeah, we're
so that's in Western
I can't
Pennsylvania, is not Shippensburg, Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh.
oh, okay. Never been out that way.
Yeah.
I know we have a big Renaissance fair in just north of Chicago every year.
Sounds awesome. I love Ren fairs.
Well, let's kind of introduce ourselves, and I'll start. And of course, Dee Marie and I are together. She's 5 feet in front of me, facing me on a different table. We live right outside of Nashville. We're in the tour business. We do Nashville-based tour operations. We also work for several cruise lines on the river cruises, American Cruise Lines and Viking. And we do a lot of weird things. Before we go to this cruise, when you said archaeology, it kind of prompted me because we watch a lot of crazy television shows like Skinwalker Ranch and things like what's Blind Frog Ranch and all this stuff. I don't know that we believe any of it, but we certainly enjoy it. So we are going to Utah the weekend, well, actually the week before the cruise, and going to a big convention out there. And it's called Phenomicon, and it's primarily for Skinwalker Ranch, but it's a bunch of other people too. We're going to do that and then fly into Boston and take the cruise the next week. So we do, like I said, we just do some fun things for the heck of it, you know. And we saw this and we thought this will be fun, and why not do it? So that's how one of the reasons how we ended up on Holland America, I think, is because we all kind of fit into what we wanted to do. We're big celebrity cruisers. We love celebrity cruise lines, but we did not want to do another Caribbean. Weren't going to try to go to Europe or anything at this time. Of course, we decided not to do that, and then as soon as we get back, Dee Marie's going to Sicily. So I mean, it's just like I don't know how that whole plan fell apart. Dee Marie, how did that happen?
It's called having a son that lives in Sicily that I haven't seen in 2 years. So just worked out that I have the time off, so decided to go.
But we're, like I said, we're right outside of Nashville. Patty, where are you?
We live in the Chicago area. We work in Chicago, and we live in a suburb of Chicago, a near suburb just west of the city. Yeah, and we just became true empty nesters about a month ago. So we're taking our first empty nester cruise. So yeah, I can't say we're big cruise people. This will only be our third cruise we've ever taken. And the other two were a few years apart. But we do love to travel, and we like to go to different places. And, we had looked at doing this cruise probably pre-COVID maybe, and thought it looked really interesting. We loved our trip to Toronto and Niagara Falls about 10 years ago. We had a great time, and just an area of the world that we haven't seen much. So when we were trying to decide where to go, and this ours was very last minute. We just signed up for this a couple weeks ago, so we kind of are getting the tail end. It was a little stressful getting into different excursions because everything is booked. But we got it and we're good, and I'm happy. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Trudy, how
Trudy, how
about
about
you?
you? Where are you?
Connecticut, actually.
Okay.
Um, and I used to live in Pennsylvania, but moved up here after my mother died. So, um, yeah, I like it up here.
Well,
Well,
who
who
are
are
our
our
experienced
experienced
Holland
Holland
America
America
cruisers?
cruisers?
I am,
Okay.
Okay.
and Cynthia.
So,
So,
Trudy
Trudy
and
and
Cynthia,
Cynthia,
tell us
tell us
why
why
we
we
should be
should be
excited
excited
about
about
this.
this.
Well, I enjoy Holland America because it's quiet. It's quieter. Now, some people don't like the quiet, and then you hear them complaining. But I've always found that there's plenty to do if you look. There's always something to do. This cruise is nice. I've done this cruise before, um, and you're in port a lot. So, and most of the port places you can just get off the ship and go wander. Um, but I like Holland because it's smaller
Okay.
generally. Generally, the bigger ships are pretty big, but they're still smaller than other people's small ships.
I
I
think
think
this will
this will
be the
be the
smallest
smallest
ship
ship
we've
we've
been
been
on.
on.
Dee Marie,
Right,
don't
don't
you?
you?
It's not that much smaller though, because we never really go over anything over 3,000, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Cynthia,
Cynthia,
tell
tell
us
us
what
what
you
you
think
think
about it.
about
I would agree with Trudy. I mean, before I got a divorce, we had done a lot of we had done Royal Caribbean exclusively, except for when Trudy's and my mom took us on a cruise. Um, so, and I've been on the Royal Caribbean big ships, so definitely that's way more active, lots more kids. Um, when I've been on the HAL ships, I really haven't seen a lot of traffic in and out of the kids stuff, so there's very few kids. It's more of a mature audience, which, I'm getting there. But I think we all are at this point, right? So, um, I like it because it's quieter. In the past, when Ken's my husband, and by the way, we're newlyweds on this ship, so that'll be
Congratulations.
interesting. We got married, is it a week ago? Almost a week ago. A week
Oh,
ago tomorrow.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So he we were on a cruise and it was through Prince Christian Sound at the time. And a bunch of people were sitting at a table, all on their phones, not looking at it, at the sound and the walls. And he's like, he mentioned using their imagination. Like, didn't we all used to lay on our backs, look up at the clouds and see things in the clouds? And he suggested to them that he do that with the rock walls because he and I kept talking about, oh, I see that face. Oh, do you see this? Oh, do you see that? And we were like all like, this is great. This is so much fun. And they were like sitting there doing their phone. So he mentioned to that. And then we wandered back by later, and they were so grateful and having so much fun. There were a lot of icebergs, and so you could see shapes in the icebergs, and use your imagination, have fun, enjoy the nature, enjoy. There's always going to be something to do. I mean, this is going to be different for us because we're going to be going to Montreal and Quebec, and so that's going to be up a river, down a river, I guess, down a river, up a river, then down the river. So I'm not even sure, whatever, which way, whichever way it is. So, enjoy the scenery.
And throw in a bunch of locks along the way. That's the
That would
other.
be super cool because I've never done anything like that.
Yeah, we haven't even,
Well, you're saying there's locks in the river?
I think
Oh, I didn't
there's
know that.
like 16 or 17.
Well, I think there's
Yeah,
more
wow.
than that. There's a video on YouTube, and it's some guy that did this cruise a while back, and he just put a camera up and then super sped it up, and you just go through the locks and you go up, you up, you up, and then you go down, down, whatever. But yeah, there's quite a few on
That
the.
must be between Quebec and Montreal because I didn't see them. We didn't go to Montreal the last time.
Okay.
So it must be between Quebec and Montreal.
Dee Marie asked me at lunch today, and I do not have the answer to this. I haven't studied it enough. Is there what they call a formal night, or is the orange night that?
No, there's definitely there'll be a formal night.
Okay.
Um, they call it gala night now. They don't actually call it formal night, but that's what it
I
is.
thought they had changed the verbiage now to be a dressy night,
Well, they
but
could have.
I could have be mistaken on that.
Now, I have to ask, what is the orange night? Is that just getting together? Is that all that is?
Yeah, I've never actually attended the party, but there's a party after dinner and after the shows where everybody wears orange, and orange is the Holland America color. Um, so
There's
That'll
an
be too
orange.
late in the night for me.
Well, there's an
I'll be in
orange
bed.
class of sailing also where you can up your,
right.
your whatever your grade to orange, and then I think this orange night just includes that. So, like Virgin does red, they do orange. So, we've kind of struggled with that because we are University of Kentucky fans, and orange is Tennessee, so we cannot wear orange. So we don't know what we're going to do in this situation. At least I don't know what I'm going to do. Dee Marie's kind of independent in all this, but
Well, you can buy orange things on the ship. They do sell them, or at least they used to. I know they've changed vendors recently, I heard. Um, but yeah, I mean it's just a day to wear orange, and the Orange Club is a step up. You get a private dining room with exclusive seating. You get to eat breakfast at the Pinnacle. And so it's got a lot of perks. I've never done it, so
I have what you call a sublimation system where I can make things like name tags and stuff like that. And I thought about making one that says I do not wear orange and just wear that during the thing. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but
You could have it say, "This is my orange shirt" or something.
there you go. I don't know about that
But we
one.
don't have any blue and orange
No.
for University of
You want to talk
Illinois.
about the excursions?
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm wondering, I think somebody said that you just booked your excursions. We haven't even looked at it. So, what piqued your interest on the excursions?
I know for us, we're doing 4 excursions total. 2 are through the ship and 2 are not. And I know that's always a little bit of a gamble, but I tried to make sure that neither of them were anywhere near when the ship is leaving. So even if it does run late, hopefully we're fine. And I'm fairly certain one of the tour companies is the tour company that's doing the tour through the ship as well. So they seem to be respectable, good tours. But part of the reason is because we couldn't get on some of the tours that we wanted to do. On the ship, they were already booked. So we're taking one, Portland. We're going to fly in a day early to Boston. And we've been to Boston before and really love Boston. So we're good on our own in Boston. And then Portland, we've never been to any of the other places. And I think we can just walk Portland from what I hear. So we're looking forward to that. And so we're doing then Halifax, we're doing the Peggy Cove excursion out to Peggy Cove, and I think it stops. We were going to walk to the Citadel in downtown Halifax, but I do think this tour stops by the Citadel. But the main reason is to go out to Peggy Cove. Then Sydney, we're doing Lewisburg Fort Lewisburg or Lewisburg Fort, and then Prince Edward's Island. Ken really wanted to do this. He really wants to go over that bridge, that 8 Mile bridge between Prince Edward's Island and New Brunswick. I could look at the bridge from the ground and get a very good idea, a very nice bridge. But he saw that it's the longest bridge that goes over icy water, so he really wants to do the bridge.
You got to go over any high bridge. I mean,
I don't know.
that's the goal, is to go over them.
Or just torture your wife. Either one. And then Quebec, I can't wait to walk around Quebec. It looks so beautiful. But we are going to go out to the waterfall.
Okay.
Oh, so am I.
You are? Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We will probably book most of ours through Shore Excursions Group because I actually have a contract with them as a vendor, and so we get a little money back on it. And we've taken their tours all over the place and never had an issue. And they do have a money back guarantee. In fact, even though we haven't booked them, Dee Marie, and not looked at them, I've been looking at them. They're available. So we'll be all right on that. But we've got to at least get one through the ship because we've got a credit on it. So we'll
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Right.
find one we can use it on and then worry about the others.
I have to say, Portland, there really isn't that much to do.
Portland, Maine.
Where you're just walking around in the town. Yeah, well, we looked at it. You're just basically walking around the town.
Have any of you been to Portland, Maine before?
No.
When I was very, very little, we went deep sea fishing,
Oh, that sounds fun.
but haven't been back in decades.
I mean, it looks very walkable. I mean, from the little bit that I've read and I've seen, I think I saw one person ask the question on the Holland America General Forum. And sounds like it's just very walkable. Like you just head for town and some of the restaurants people recommended, the lobster. I love that East Coast accent. They do. And yeah, so we're just kind of looking forward to doing that. Never been there. I think the furthest east we've been is Gloucester,
Yeah.
Massachusetts. So this will be fun. Love that seafood. Oh, the general chat? Yeah, on Facebook. I joined a couple before I saw this one that was more specific to our cruise. There's a couple when you search on Facebook, Holland America Facebook pages. One is called Holland America Passenger Forum, I think. And then let me look what the other one is. And one is called Holland America Cruise Tips. Some of the people get a little a little short when people ask what I think are fine questions. Boy, one lady asked a lot of questions about Alaskan trips. Obviously, the Holland America Alaskan trips are very popular. But I think poor woman, she asked if she said she was bringing toddlers to the Alaskan trip and asked if foldable carts were allowed, the wagons for kids. And a couple of people are like, go to Disney if you're bringing toddlers. Don't come on the car. Or like, it's like, who are you? Yeah, but yeah. But it is a lot of good information and people ask a lot of questions that I would have asked. So both of them are good sites.
That's
I was even
interesting
wondering,
because
Edward, if you wanted to post on those about your site, because I have a feeling a couple of the people that have asked questions are going to be on our ship as well.
okay. Well, it's funny you talk about having the toddlers because Dee Marie and I, as I said, we work with Viking, not on the ships, not on the sea, but on Mississippi, Viking, Mississippi. And the fun thing about that is we feel like teenagers when we're with those groups. Because it is definitely an older, more mature audience, if you will. So,
Let's put it this
Maybe
way,
we'll
when we
feel
have a long
young.
drive and I suggest a nap, they love it.
because what we do is they do 14 weeks a year. They do Memphis to let's see, Memphis to New Orleans and back. Then they take some time off. Well, we do the Nashville portion. They have a pre and post. So they'll come into Nashville. Dee Marie takes care of getting them all in. And then I do their tours, take them to Memphis. We go to Graceland. We do all this stuff. Then I come back. And in the meantime, she goes down and gets some people off the ship, brings them to Nashville. And that's, I think it's 13 or 14 weeks a year. We've been doing it for about 3 years now. It's a great
You pick them
opportunity.
up. Where do you pick them up to take them to Nashville off the Mississippi River?
Well, they fly into Nashville and then we
Uh-huh.
bus them to Mississippi to get on the ship. And then when they're getting off the ship, same thing, we reverse it. They bus them to Nashville and then they fly home out of Nashville.
So their port of call on the Mississippi is Memphis.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a pre and post. This is not for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that Viking did cruises because actually when we were looking, at this one that we want to do the Viking cruise in Europe, one of the river cruises. But I noticed that they did it down the Mississippi and that was very interesting. Do they have one that starts I'm just curious, up in Minnesota and go all the way down? Yeah,
Yes.
that's
A
cool.
couple times a year, they'll do the whole river. So generally what they'll do is winter through spring, they'll do the lower portion of the Mississippi. And then when it gets hot here in the summer, they go up north and do the northern portion. But there are several times a year that they'll do the whole river,
Oh, okay. We love
provided the river cooperates.
We go to there's the upper northwestern Illinois where it meets Wisconsin and Iowa is right on the Mississippi. Galena, a beautiful little town. If ever you guys there's called Galena, Illinois. It's beautiful and it's overlooking the Mississippi. We love going up there. So it's a great river.
I do have a question for those of you. I have pre-checked part of or pre-registered me. I haven't gone through and put your stuff in, Dee Marie, yet. But I read where you wouldn't get a check-in time until about 2 weeks ahead of time. Is that what you've run into as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the case. You can check in, but you can't print your paperwork until within 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's what we did. I checked us in and that's exactly what it said. It's we still don't have like a time or anything like that.
You do realize it is 4 weeks from today.
I know. It's really surprising. Yeah. Well,
It's getting exciting.
it sure
How
is.
is the sorry.
But
How is the do they have an app, right?
Yes.
How is it important keeping you informed on what's going on during the day? Is it up to date pretty much, or should you rely on the paper?
You should. They don't even unless I don't think they even print the paper anymore.
Okay.
I think they do it on the app. At least I think the last cruise I was on, they didn't do the paper, but it's all on the app.
Good to know. Thank you.
in fact, I'm just sitting here looking and it says 27 days, 8 hours, and 33 minutes. So there we go. Of course, that's midnight, so that's not quite exactly right, but we'll take it.
Of course, I not ever being on Holland America Tour before, I don't know, but from the forums, what people were saying with the app is it becomes more useful when you're on the boat. It has some things when you go on it. It talks about the different restaurants and dining and things like that, but not anything real specific to our cruise. But they say, but once you're on the boat, it's really helpful in that you could text each other through the app and things like that. So
okay.
Hopefully we'll be using it more.
And how is the Wi-Fi on the ship?
It's good. They use Starlink. They just
Oh,
installed Starlink the last cruise I was on. They were installing it. Um, and I think it's on all the ships now.
Trudy, are you the one that posted you've been on like 12?
Uh,
Holland America, was that you on the Facebook
yeah.
page?
Is it
That was
12?
impressive. I counted.
Well, well, that's all thanks to my mother, let me tell you. One
She's a good mom.
one cruise I did by myself this last Christmas. My first cruise by myself.
Wow.
But yeah, some of them were back to back. Like for instance, this cruise we're doing both legs, but they booked it as one cruise.
Ah,
But in the past, we had to do back to back, so we had to buy two cruises
I see.
to do it. So that's why there's a little bit of a, I made a point of saying one's back to back.
So, Trudy, is this when you get through, does it turn around and go back, or does it keep going a different direction?
No, it comes back the same places that you were, except in Maine. Instead of Portland, they went up. Coming down, it's Eastland. Forget where we're. It's not Portland on the way back. So there's different ports in Maine, but otherwise it's the same.
oh, that's interesting.
So, are you and Cynthia related because you seem like you've cruised together, or what's that? What's up with that?
Sisters.
Okay,
I had a feeling.
that's
That's
awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, sisters.
So, is it Cynthia? Oh, you said your husband is coming, right, with you? Okay.
I'm by myself, and my aunt is coming as well. Because
Nice.
it's my mother. One of the things that we're doing on this cruise is we're doing the sea burial.
Yes.
Oh,
And so this is her sister. So she's coming.
oh, that's really
But
special. Wow.
yeah,
That is an awesome. I don't want awesome may not be the right word. It sounds trivial when I don't mean it to be, but that's just a great tribute. Especially for somebody who enjoys cruising or enjoys the water.
yeah.
Mom loved cruising.
Oh, yes.
Her motto was, I'm going to go as far as I can, as fast as I can, for as long as I can. And I hope I can, I aspire to that. Let's put it that way.
Is now that I may get nosy here because I'm curious about this. And is that something the cruise line offers, or did you kind of set that up as a separate thing? I've never heard of anybody doing this before.
You have to request it ahead of time, and you contact them about a month before, and then they notify the ship. Once you get on the ship, you just have to tell them, and they do it. Um, they'll whenever they have to be off. Um,
Like
have to
12
be
miles out or
they have
whatever.
to be 12 miles out, so it might end up being in the middle of the night. But yeah, it's set up by the ship, and they give you a document saying what the latitude and longitude was,
Oh,
and it's
Oh,
and it's got to be water soluble um, urns.
Okay.
So, um, but yeah, it's something they do. They don't advertise it as such, but it's available if you ask.
oh, so
So,
you could just put the whole urn. Normally on TV
yeah,
when you see it, it's, they open it but you just put the whole urn, which makes sense for the
yeah, it would be very
anything
messy on
blown
the ship.
back. Yeah, anything blown back. I'm sure people wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah, so
It
no,
makes sense.
we've got biodegradable pillows, both with my mother and my father, and I don't I don't know whether Cynthia has gotten one for the ashes she has.
Yeah, so I have not managed to arrange that. So our parents' ashes were mixed when mom passed away.
Okay.
So we got the biodegradable pillow and then I got the rest, and I've been so focused on my paper I haven't managed to, but I would like to, if I possibly can, get another pillow so that I'm not continuing to cart my mother and father around, if you don't mind
Yeah.
me joking about it. So
No.
we took them on our trip out west and
Aw,
brought them back because we didn't spread as much as we had hoped we would be able to. So
good to know.
And now my parents both passed away. We want to do a thing down in Missouri because they would always go fishing down there. Now, is there a limit about how much you can dump into a river, or
Well,
Um,
it depends on the area. I looked into it. Yeah, Missouri doesn't have any, they say you
don't do
can,
whatever you
you can
want?
do whatever, pretty much whatever you want. You don't have to give them prior notice, because like Trudy said, I know a lot of places, either you can't do it or you have to go through them and let them know that you're doing it and do like what you guys are doing, make sure they're doing it properly.
Yeah,
But
'cause-
this biodegradable pillow that's a good thing to know about,
Mm.
because you guys might still need to use that as well.
Yeah,
And
because we're doing it in a state park down there.
it was organized and arranged by the funeral home.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
really? Okay.
Yeah, they packaged them inside the pillow.
Oh, in the middle.
These are good
And you
things.
just put that in the water and it dissolves it. Huh?
it sinks really quickly and then it dissolves.
Oh,
That
okay.
sounds
Wow.
so much better than
Yeah, I'll have to bring that up.
Ken has a lot of brothers, and I just imagine what it's gonna be like with them doing it. And so this sounds so much nicer.
Yeah, I suspect you could contact any funeral home and they can obtain the or a crematory and they
Yeah.
can obtain um the pillow and they will actually load it
Oh, okay.
for you.
Hmm.
It's really
Hmm.
interesting. It's very interesting. Well, like Edward said, what a lovely tribute
It is a lovely
you
tribute.
are all doing.
Yeah.
Okay, Dee Marie. So now you know when I'm gone, take me to Key West and drop me off, and I'll be happy.
All right, you got it.
Put me in a pillow.
Yeah.
And you
It's
get to go to
actually
Key West. So
it's actually my understanding if you're former military, you can get permission to do it from the shore. There's like you don't have to be in international waters. You can get permission from the Coast Guard to um not be as far out for military, former military, for veterans.
Huh, good to know.
everybody coming in on Saturday into Boston? Or I know you're coming in earlier, Patty, right?
Yeah, we're doing a day early.
Yeah, we're coming in Saturday night and staying at a hotel.
Right. We leave Sunday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and say I had
Yes.
to look too. Yes, we're gonna be on in the C district in Boston, that neighbor. We're gonna walk over to the terminal.
Is it the Hilton?
Omni.
Now, the Omni's a little further away, I think. I think the Hilton is the closest one, but
Yeah,
that's
it says
fine.
it's only about a 15-minute walk.
Yes.
Let's hope Google Maps is right.
Originally, I had booked that by mistake and then had to go and rebook at the right hotel because my aunt can't walk that far.
Oh,
Whereas the Hilton, it's a very short distance. It's like a 5-minute walk.
I'm impressed that they have, that there are hotels that are walkable to a
Yeah.
terminal in such a big city. That's really great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing I have concerns about, my husband and I are planning on driving up there is like, where do you park? So I think we're gonna have to end up going to the airport parking
You were
And
going to
then-
come to my house.
No, we've got to it's a mess. It's a mess. We were going to come up, well, that means we would have to leave the day before, because then Saturday we would have to drive to Boston. So unless we get up at like midnight Saturday morning and drive to your place and then drive to Boston. So, because we were planning on driving up there. So,
Yeah, whatever.
It's a quick
yeah, we'll
turnaround
figure
for
it all
us.
out.
Yeah, it's quick for us because we'll be in Utah that morning and we fly to Boston. We don't get there until 11:30.
Oh, so you're
So
flying in the day it leaves?
no, the day before,
Oh, the day
Saturday.
before. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're in Utah from Wednesday through Saturday morning and then leaving there. But we don't get in until 11:30 on Saturday night. So, but we're staying like 5 miles from the cruise port or something. The biggest problem I ran into in booking the hotel was just the sheer cost
Oh, it was
was
crazy.
outrageous.
Yeah.
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 I mean, our room isn't too bad. I think it was it was under 320, maybe around 306 or something.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed it because when I first talked to the cruise line, because we did do our flights through the cruise line, they were told us a night was like $1,000. I'm like, no, we're not $1,000 a night people.
Yeah, it was 500 where we're staying. So,
That's at the Omni. Oh no, Hampton Inn.
yeah,
Hampton Inn.
it's Hilton Hampton.
Okay.
We're at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Boston, Cambridge, and I actually got it for 248, so I was very pleased.
Oh, you did really good.
Nice.
That's a nice hotel. That's where I used to stay when I went up and visited my daughter.
Okay.
So,
Because I was just strictly shopping by price. We're not even going to get to the airport till 11:30.
Right, you're
We'll
literally
sleep
just
and go
going
to
to
the
sleep.
ship. So yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's good hotel. It's nice.
Good. Any questions or comments or anything about the cruise or food or
I
any
think
of
so.
that?
I think Ken was more worried about like dress. So I've read on these forums about, I mean, not that, I mean, I think we dress average and normal, whether or not jeans are allowed in the main dining room, or I don't know if shorts are allowed in the main
No.
dining room. Because we know in Chicago, you wear your shorts pretty much until the snow falls.
Yeah, no, they
Like
don't.
the dinner with the captain, how is it you dress any way you want or you have
Are
to?
you talking about the fancy night? It's
Yeah,
not
the
really with the captain.
Regular nights are considered business casual, a pair of pants and a shirt. They do not allow shorts into the main dining room.
No.
I don't think they allow jeans, but I've seen people with jeans, so it depends on the crew at the desk at that point.
Yeah, I would check the frequently asked questions on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually a pair of khakis or whatever you want to wear and a shirt, a polo shirt works.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be fancy. Now, fancy night or dressy night tends to be a little bit dressier and people get out the sequin gowns but you don't even have to go that far. You just dress nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of nice to dress up, We just had a wedding last month, so I've got a dress.
So I just asked, go ahead, finish.
No, I'm done.
I just asked on the Holland America, and Anna, the AI chat, has told me daytime dress on board is casual, and shirts or cover-ups along with footwear are always required indoors. Most evenings, smart casual attire is appropriate, and shorts, pool and beachwear, distressed jeans, and tank tops are not permitted in table service restaurants. On dressy nights, we recommend slacks, skirts, dresses, blouses, collared shirts, and jackets. jeans, shorts, and t-shirts are only allowed in casual dining restaurants. I don't know. What do they refer to grand voyages? What is that?
That's the really long cruises that they
Okay, so that
do.
doesn't apply to us then, right?
That's kind of like when the fancy people get to go back to back cruising, like Trudy. That's one of those.
Yeah, so they said that dressing nights is scheduled based on the length of the voyage and are not held on embarkation or the last evening of the cruise. So that's good to know.
That
Yeah.
is good. Thank you for looking that up.
She is the queen of research.
Yeah, they're usually also on sea nights, right? Like at
Yeah.
sea nights, isn't that right, Trudy?
Yeah, they tend to be on Etsy nights.
That way you have time to prettify.
That's right.
Criticize. I got to write that one down. I like that.
So
Any other questions? We're just looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's us. I mean, we're just
Yeah.
we spend so much time working with people who are on vacation and we're working our butts off, and then then they get to sail off and we get to go home. So we're looking forward to it too, just to get away for a week or 10 days.
As I tell them, it's a week I don't have to cook or wash dishes or do laundry.
There you go. Right.
And laundry tends to catch up though when you get back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
But that's a
Um,
problem for after cruise.
I will ask this, and this is not a big deal on my part either way. This thing automatically tapes. Do you mind if I share this with our group? Just this video. You have a problem with that? And maybe we do one more before maybe 2 weeks or something if anybody's interested. So
oh, not a problem.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to think, did I say anything I'd regret? I don't think so. I think I was pretty good for being myself. I didn't curse. I think I'm okay. I kept it in. I'm good.
You're a typical Holland America person then. At least we don't have to worry about brawls on the deck,
Yeah,
I don't
really.
think.
Oh, God, no.
It's we follow a lot of cruise bloggers, and this whole primarily carnival thing is just nuts.
What is this? What do you mean? Like people fight?
Oh, it's
Yes.
constant.
Oh no.
I mean,
We're
we're
just grab a
talking.
beer and watch that.
I think it's beer that started it is what the problem is. No, it's I mean they had one the other day. It was like 24 people. They banned them all from cruising.
Yes, they
Um,
should.
there was another one. Royal Caribbean had one this week, and it was on one of their private islands. They had like a couple of dozen people. It's just people go primarily on inexpensive cruises, and they get all drunked up, as we used to say, and then
Act like fools.
act like fools. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a big thing, Patty. You should look it up because I mean it's
Really?
happening a lot,
Oh my gosh.
a lot.
My oldest sister lives outside of Tampa, and I call her the cruise queen because they go on cruises with their friends at last minute. They can jump on a cruise that's just discounted all the rooms, and
Right.
I'll have to ask her. As far as I know, she hasn't brawled though.
Yeah.
But that South Side Chicago might come out. You never know.
She may be banned by now. Who knows?
She might be one of the banned ones. No,
I-
not Betty.
However, having watched the videos, I don't think she is.
I doubt it. She's
I'll
not
leave it
one.
at that. So, but no, it is crazy. It's crazy what's going on. So this will be nice and peaceful. That's one of the things we love about celebrity. We've been on have like 4, 5, 6, whatever, and I don't think we've seen 3 kids the entire time we've been doing celebrity.
Really?
I don't know what y'all, but we sleep so good when we're on a cruise. Just
do
that
you?
gentle rocking, and just like, looking to
As all
catch
of
up
you
on our
are
rest.
veteran cruisers here. I mean, I kind of imagine we won't be going as far out because it comes into a port every day. So I'm hoping that kind of helps that what you're saying, like we should be not in the deepest parts, because we shouldn't be going too far out.
Well, and it's basically
for
warm
good
weather
weather.
too, so
Yeah.
that helps you a lot. It's much worse in colder weather. Like if you were coming over in a month or two and going up into Canada then. As like on a transatlantic, it would really start to get a little rough. But no, it shouldn't. You shouldn't have any issues, I wouldn't think.
Okay.
Has
Famous
anybody,
last words.
has
Knock
anybody
it on
checked the
wood
weather
for you.
to see what it's going to look like? Or are we still too far out?
Yeah, I generally just look like what the weather is like during September, but nothing specific to this year. And it looks like typically we should have like 70s-ish, and
That's
then a little
great.
cooler at night, which sounds very good. That's like perfect weather to me. But as far as specifically, yeah, it might be too early, but soon we should soon be able to see.
I'll be glad to get out of this heat. I'm done with it.
How bad has it been by you in Nashville? Because you're about 7 hours, I think, south of us.
It runs in the 90s, constant. And we went out for lunch and I came back and I was looking at the trees. The trees are just weeping. They just look like they're shriveling up and dying because we usually get a lot of rain and we haven't had hardly any rain. And it's just been hot.
Well, we did a 180 because early in the summer or late spring, we had a tremendous amount of rain.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one weekend was at 10 inches in some parts, and they had flooding not far from us. And then it like shut off. And then we went for a month of 90+ degree temperatures. And in this area, it's always very high humidity. So it's just difficult,
Yeah.
to get through that. But it's all right. We're looking forward to this, and it'll be cool at night, and we can walk around out on the deck and just have a big old time. So looking forward to it, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you all come up with any other questions, drop them in the group. And then, we can either answer them there or we can at least be doing some research for the next video chat.
Sounds good.
We had a bunch of people join over about a 3 or 4 day period about a week ago. I don't know what went on. It seemed like people all of a sudden knew. I've been like when we did Celebrity last year. I bet there were 300 people in that group.
Yeah.
DeMarie, we did back to back last year, Trudy, and we went to Alaska and then to Hawaii, and those groups were huge. But this one is very, very low key. It's just not a lot going on.
Well, I said to Ed, I think it's also because the demographics skew a little bit higher. And as the age group gets higher, the technology use kind of declines. So that could have a bearing on it.
Yeah. Well, we're all young at heart, so it's not going to affect us.
Absolutely.
There you go,
Only the
Cynthia.
kids get older.
You got to get old, but you don't have to get older. That's the thing, right?
There you go.
Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday afternoon. I'll probably go ahead and just set up another one for a couple of weeks. I'll look at the calendar and make sure that we're not doing anything. And it doesn't look like we are. Something's going on there. No, we're not doing anything. So we'll do another one and get wound down, and by then it'll just be 2 weeks. So maybe we can get some more people to join us. So nice meeting all of you.
Nice meeting
You
you.
too. Very nice
Looking-
meeting you all.
Looking forward to seeing you on board on Sunday morning. And what do we have here? We have a dog.
We have a dog telling me it's dinner
Oh.
time.
Who is this?
This
Aw.
is Bear.
Oh, Bear.
And he announces 5 o'clock morning and night.
Hi, Bear. Bear.
I didn't hear what type of dog is he?
He's a poodle, and then the other one's coming up now too. They're poodle, a Shih Tzus.
Oh, cute. Wonderful.
They're little. But yeah, they're about 5 o'clock. They get mouthy.
Well, I guess they need to be fed. So everybody have a wonderful evening. And
You too.
if we don't see you in 2 weeks, we'll see you in 4 weeks. Okay.
All right, y'all take care
Thank you
now.
again for coordinating everything. That's really
Absolutely. My pleasure. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.